Seuton, love, peace, blessing, all manner of health, wealth, healing, goodness, peace, all manner of prosperity and happiness unto you and your family. Something good is going to happen to you today. And of course, whenever we simply talk about something and we create awareness, it becomes an area of focus that we're just simply more alert to. We're just more tuned into. And sometimes just by bringing up a subject, it allows us to tune into that subject more, and then we can be helped by it. And the really cool thing, we've talked before about the reticular activating system, which is simply a part of our brain that, once we are looking for something, it finds it. Or once we are tuned in or focused on something, it finds things that are similar. A good example is maybe you bought a certain type of car, and it's a green one, and before you bought it, you can't remember ever seeing this type of car, this color ever before. But after you buy it, it seems like you're seeing them everywhere now. That's the reticular activating system. Once you tune something in and are aware of something, your brain and the chemistry of our brain, the simple way that our brain works, it starts to become more aware of whatever we're focused on. And that's why anything that we focus on, we can either increase and empower or disempower. And that's going to be based on, our symbolism and that whatever we have, conclusions that we have come to concerning that topic. But when we just simply sometimes become aware of a certain idea, and sometimes it can almost be like starting over, especially if it's something that we've already had a preconceived idea or a conclusion about. So what I wanted to talk about is correspondence. And in some of the ancient teachings, that's one of the ways of the universe. The universe and us as human beings are in correspondence with each other. And of course, a lot of us, have the experience of, communicating, having correspondence with God, or whatever, you feel comfortable saying, or, again, corresponding with. But the idea is that, when we talk, there's somebody who answers, or when we ask, there's a giver, or there's assistance. So when we think about correspondence, sometimes it is powerful for us to take a look at, the signs that are around us. And many teachings tell us that, there's a degree of, of course there's a time buffer, because we change our minds about things pretty often. But there's also a area where we are left to make our own decisions. And the true creator of the universe doesn't brainwash, doesn't make up anybody's mind for them. The true creator, in parental loving guidance, gives us information, and sometimes that information can take different forms that maybe we didn't recognize right away in our simple everyday life, through the symbols, through the experiences, through where we just simply find ourselves. And another powerful source of correspondence is, just simply when we're talking to people. Sometimes we're just talking to people, and they'll say something, they'll start talking about something, or they'll ask us questions that absolutely line up with what we were seeking correspondence with. They'll just say something, and it really doesn't mean much or anything to them, but we know that it's coming from a higher source. It's coming from a higher place. It's simply beyond coincidence that we were simply saying to ourselves, well, I wonder how this works, or I wonder if this opportunity is out there, or if this works this way or a certain way. And the next thing you know, you're talking to somebody and they are just talking about the exact same subject, and they're talking about it from a different point of view that maybe we wouldn't have thought of before. And a lot of us have found that that's been correspondence, that's been confirmation. Some people are sending out fleeces with a scriptural background. The story of Gideon and the fleece, where he said, hey, listen, if we're going to win this battle tomorrow, let the ground be wet and the fleece be dry. And that happened. The next day, let the fleece be wet and the ground be dry. And then that was a sign that they were going to win, and that was Gideon's fleece. And so people who are used to the religious practice of using the scriptures, a lot of people they put out a fleece, and sometimes the answer to that message is coming back in ways that maybe we weren't open to before, maybe through different disciplines, through different understandings. But the answer definitely comes, and we recognize it. Maybe sometimes we disqualify it because it didn't come exactly the way we thought. But yet when we take a moment to refocus on just the idea of correspondence, of the idea that we live in an intelligent universe, or that we do have ministering angels, that we do have a loving parental creator who does care about us, who is helping us, who is answering our questions, answering our prayers, answering our requests, speaking to us, communicating with us. We do have a higher power, and that this type of relationship works to us and through us through correspondence. And it can happen in a lot of ways. It can be just a billboard that we see while we're driving, an advertisement, something that we hear on the radio, all types of different areas of correspondence can come to us. And when we're open to it, and when we create an opening, as the old saying says, when the student is ready, the teacher or the master appears. And this can happen to us in many different areas in life. Again, when we're looking for it, when it's something that we're open to, when it's something that we're expecting. And so the area of correspondence is very, very powerful. And for those of us who have been open to it, or have put out our fleeces, many of us have found that the area of correspondence is something that increases, and that when we're sensitive, and when we're aware, and when we're open, sometimes we find out that the correspondence has been there all along. And sometimes we look back and we realize, oh, this is what this person was talking about, or this is what this this situation was all about. And sometimes we look back and we find a thread that goes all the way back to an original inquiry, an original request. And sometimes these inquiries and these requests are just a matter of fact. We're thinking, wow, it would really be nice to have this, or it would be, I wonder what it would be like, or wouldn't it be cool? And just a matter of fact. It isn't something that maybe military religion, or any type of spiritual abuse made us think. And these types of influences, military religion, or any type of spiritual abuse, that type of influence typically makes things hard, if not impossible. It's the teaching of the gods where, they one day, they'll, give you a beautiful family and wonderful crops and beautiful land. And then the next day they'll come and destroy it all and take it away from you. That type of influence is spiritual abuse. Or, again, it's military religion. Military religion is religious influence that is designed to manipulate people to join a military and, go off and trespass on somebody else's land, murder them, and take their stuff. And that type of influence has been poisoning humanity for quite some time. But there's great awakening. Lots of people are becoming aware of truth, becoming aware of pure spirit, pure religion, the pure spirit of the Holy Spirit, the Guru Spirit, the teaching spirit, that again provides correspondence, that does answer our requests, that is there to help, that does not harm anyone or require us to harm anyone, and certainly doesn't approve with harming anyone or anything for any purpose. That there is not, some chosen race, chosen priesthood, the right of kings, all of these abuses that were passed down again through military religion, again with the purpose of harming, hurting, murdering others, taking their land and taking their stuff. So when we recognize that there is true correspondence, and that it is fashioned in a way that is friendly to us, that if we're having spiritual struggles, if we're or if we have experienced spiritual abuse, this correspondence comes to us in a way that we can accept, in a way that we can experience, or in a way that we can start slowly with, and just have a healthy childlike experience with, again, to a parental creator that does care about our well-being, that does care about us personally, that is unconditionally unforgiving and kind, and also that is not coming to us with some type of presentation that we are, some dirty, vile, just terrible species that, just deserves to be slaughtered and, just deserves to have terrible things happen unto it. But just the opposite is true. We are a wonderful, magnificent, absolutely fantastic, wonderful creation that deserves to experience our own authentic self, that deserves to return to our childhood innocence and magic and being, and to have that type of childlike magical experience in all of our life and every day, every moment. And we find out that that is our true authentic self, and that is who we can truly communicate to and through, and have that type of experience in our everyday life and everyday being. So correspondence with that, put out your own fleeces, be open to have the answer come to you in maybe just a new way that proves that that there is a higher parental creator that is on your side, that is unconditionally and forever on your side, that chooses us all equally, accepts us all equally, believes in us all equally, supports us all equally, and loves us all equally and exactly the same. So with that, love, peace, blessing, all manner of goodness and abundance, health, happiness, healing unto you and your family. Genothi Seyutan. Namaste.